Hello, growers. Looking to turn your homestead into a profitable business? Or are you a farmer looking to boost your sales? Check out my book, Sell Everything You Grow. This book is the ultimate guide to choosing the right farm business model that fits your farm, time, and location. Discover which model has the highest profit margins and why diversification is so important. Whether you're selling apples, vegetables, or microgreens, Sell Everything You Grow will help you find your first market or expand into new ones. Get Sell Everything You Grow on Amazon and start selling more today. You mentioned you have a really good location. What do you think makes for a good location for a farm stand?
I think proximity is huge, just proximity to a large population. I think it has to be attractive. We work hard to have things look nice. People can see our gardens from the farm stand. I think that's really cool. And we tell people, like, the lettuce you're taking home was harvested this morning. So that the ability for us to basically harvest fresh every day or every few days and put stuff out, and that proximity from the farm stand to the garden is a huge selling point for us. If we had a farm stand in town, for instance, and it wasn't on our farm, I think that would be different, similar, but different.
How do people find it?
Largely, we grew initially by word of mouth. And in our first years, where we talked about where we had small kids, we weren't really interested in growing. We were growing for ourselves and selling the excess. That was our mindset. And people weren't sharing us because they knew if they shared us, they wouldn't get what they wanted, which was okay. But these days, word of mouth is huge. We have a large social media following on Instagram and Facebook, at least from our perspective. Back in 2020, a Facebook group started up, Western Wisconsin Farms, it was called, and it just blew up. I was looking for an outlet for food that wasn't the grocery store. And every day we were gaining 20, 30 followers on Facebook. It was pretty awesome. And so we hang on to those people today. And then the other thing, is with the volatility of social media, I put a huge focus on our email list as well and growing that. And so our email list gets perks that social media doesn't. Like, my mom bakes for the farm stand. That's her contribution. And so we'll pre-sell baked goods when she's around and wants to bake. And so that goes first to the email list. And so that's a good way to drive growth is to tell people you get first dibs on that stuff. But that's always been important to us too.
I love how you're running it too as a self-serve farm stand. Eric Schultz is somebody I know really well. He does the same thing at Steadfast. His on-farm stand is doing really well. Can you just talk about the logistics of how it's set up? That people think self-serve, they think, okay, it's all there. There's a cash box. What's your system look like?
Absolutely. And this has been a huge growth area for us this year. Prior to this year, we had a receipt book, just a binder with sections that people could fill out: name, email address if they wanted, date, what you bought, what the total was, and then a section where you circle cash, check, or Venmo, I think it was. Last year, I was spending 2 to 3 hours a week inputting those orders manually into QuickBooks. I was like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this anymore. I could be out gardening or doing fun stuff instead. So went deep into research and came up with the Square system for self-checkout. And so we transitioned to that at the beginning of this year. I was super nervous. I'm an overthinker. And so I overthought this thing to death. But people have adopted it. People love it. And it's worked really well. Square has a add-on that you can use where it makes it customer facing. I'm too cheap to pay for that. And I looked at it and I'm like, people can totally figure this out. They can check themselves out. It's so easy. So when they grab their stuff at the stand, they go to the end of the counter and they turn on the iPad and a grid pops up with all our products. They punch in what they bought. They hit process. The next screen, they can either run a card, select cash, or select other, which is our Venmo option. And it's amazing. At the end of the week, I spend 5 minutes importing those transactions into QuickBooks, and talk about a game changer. I think the investment was $700 to get a refurbished iPad and buy the Square system. We do pay fees. I was looking at our fees the other day. Our stripe fees so far for the year we've earned 19,000 so far for the year. Our stripe fees are $332. I'd take that any day, not to be doing books at the end of the week. It's been awesome. We still have the book out there. We have some geriatricians that are like, I'm not touching that computer. And so they fill out the book. But other than that, it's so slick and we love it.
Is the farm stand open year round?
This is another conscious decision for our quality of life. We put dates on it. We used to just say we'll be open as long as we have stuff. And there's flexibility, but generally we're May 1st to October 1st. And we sell eggs year round to a few customers. And then if we have a late fall, we'll just pop up something on Facebook and say, hey, we're open. Here's what we have. Stop in if you want. But those are our guardrails, is May 1st to October 1st. And that just helps us say, this is the date it's done at the end of the year. And we love that. So we're open. I will say hours are 9 to 7, Monday through Saturday. We made a conscious decision to stop selling on Sunday a few years ago as well, just to give ourselves a day. And that people have accepted that as well. So it works great.
Hello, growers. Say goodbye to heavy sandbags and hello to Modern Growers Quick Hoops Low Tunnels. Protect your plants from pests, wind, rain, and frost without the hassle of sandbags or flimsy hoops. Our patented design eliminates the need for clamps and ropes, while the unique wire system keeps covers secure yet easily accessible. Tested in the strong winds of New Zealand for over 20 years, Quick Hoops are light, strong, portable, and versatile. Most importantly, they're designed for field use. These aren't some lightweight system that only looks great in a greenhouse. Our hoops are designed to last in harsh field conditions. Use them with any covering to grow year-round and safeguard your crops. Shade cloth, frost blanket, insect net, clear poly, no problem. Quick Hoops can handle them. Get Quick Hoops today at shop.moderngrower.co and protect your crops for years to come.